Olivia Rodrigo released a song this past weekend called Driver's License. The song is a very, very good. Noah, play a little bit of it.
Very good.
Great song, passion. I was crying the first time I heard it. I was invested in a relationship that I didn't know existed between Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett, who, like I said, was on this show. And let me make a correction. He did not call them buddies. He called her a homie. He said she's a homie when Fran asked about Olivia. And TikTok ate that up. They were like, Joshua, fuck him, fuck boy, like calling Olivia homie, all this nonsense. And Olivia's song quickly went viral. It's trending everywhere, #1 everywhere. It's beating Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, all those people. It's rising to she's going to be such a star. And this song really set her off. But I was on Twitter and I started seeing like, oh shit, Olivia Rodrigo shading Joshua Bassett and Sabrina Carpenter. I was like, wait a second. Wait a damn minute. Where did I miss out on this juicy drama that I would love to know about? I am way too invested in as a 23-year-old woman caring about these Disney stars. But yes, I do care. Apparently, Olivia and Joshua had a relationship and they broke up and he moved on with Sabrina Carpenter, who was also a Disney star, who's also been on this show. We just need Olivia on and then we'll have the trifecta, who was also on this show. And they're apparently dating now. And in this song, she mentions a blonde girl who's much older than her, and she has everything she's insecure about. And people really think it's about Joshua and Sabrina Carpenter.
I really think it is. I would like to say now for the record, anytime we do interview someone in the younger demo, I'm going to search their name on TikTok because that seems to be where all the drama is. I guess we were not looking at enough High School Musical, the series T accounts, I feel like, because maybe we would have had an idea of what was going on. But it seems very dramatic. There was a TikTok that went viral explaining that their fellow co-stars were all liking Olivia's social media about her new song and her new single, and none of them liked any of Josh's posts about his upcoming EP that's coming out. And then Larry Saperstein, the guy who plays Big Red, liked that TikTok about how they all were only liking Olivia's social media. So there is a lot of drama going on. Apparently Josh and Sabrina have been linked since June of 2020. I mean, have we been living under a goddamn rock?
Apparently we have been, and I am so disappointed in us because usually we're on top of these things, and we didn't see the paparazzi shots of them out to lunch together, them doing TikToks together. We didn't see any of that before we interviewed him. What is wrong with us? We deserve a slap on the wrist. Instead of, in class when you get a star, when you did something next to your name, we should get a fucking slap on the wrist that we didn't know about any of this because we could have asked him, and we didn't. Usually when we do interviews, and there's something that they don't want to talk about or to be asked about, or if it's a relationship thing, we get told, hey, don't ask about this. Like with Madeline and Chase, it was like, don't ask if they're dating. And then, of course, we didn't put 2 and 2 together.
It was because they were dating.
Yeah. Another miss by us. But anyways, moving on past that. Still, I don't want to make it seem like we are uncredible sources. So moving past that, we were never told, hey, don't ask about Joshua's relationships or Sabrina Carpenter or anything like that. If we would have seen that, we would have asked. So a huge miss by us. But moving past that, I think Sabrina Carpenter is harmless and unproblematic and a queen. And I think that Olivia Rodrigo is the same. And I think it's sad now to see people attacking Sabrina Carpenter for dating Joshua Bassett, because if anybody's in the wrong, if Joshua did do something wrong, then it would be him. It would be like, okay, let's go after Joshua, whatever he did. Did he cheat on her or did he break up with her and immediately went to Sabrina? We don't know.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it just seems like Olivia and Joshua had something. They broke up and he moved on with Sabrina Carpenter. And I don't think that anybody should attack Sabrina Carpenter for that. Like, that would be ridiculous. As for the castmates that are choosing sides, this is where I have a problem with Joshua. Olivia's big release day, Driver's License, like we said, fantastic song, popping off on the charts. Joshua then announces his new EP the same day. Like, bruh, can you read the room? I don't get why you would post that announcement on the same day. That makes you look like you are like thirsty for attention and trying to outshine Olivia. You could have had that announcement any other day, but you announced it the same day that this song came out. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I think you should have waited. Now, I still like Joshua because from what I've seen, nothing makes me dislike him. Unless he were to cheat on Olivia with Sabrina, that would be a whole other situation. But we don't know that. We just know that clearly the castmates are picking sides, and maybe Joshua calling Olivia a homie was not good.
Yeah. The tea really was just piping hot all weekend for this crew and what's been going down. And like you said, the lyrics scream Sabrina Carpenter. Apparently, Olivia actually changed the lyrics from brunette to blonde. She had released like an earlier version of the song. She had shared some of it on her Instagram, and it originally was brunette, but she changed that to "You're probably with that blonde girl" instead. So it definitely feels personal. If you want some more details, you can go check out the HSMTMTS_T TikTok account, which I found very informative. Olivia's ex commented on some TikTok. His name's Ethan Wacker. He said, like, it's not about him. He said, nope, I treated her well. There's a clip of Olivia telling a story about how Josh took her driving for the first time ever in a parking lot of In-N-Out. The two of them together really would make a lot of sense with the name of this song. And then Griffin Gluck, who is Sabrina's ex-boyfriend, posted on his Instagram story a picture of himself with driver's license playing, specifically the lyric about the blonde girl. And he wrote "bop." So...
Oh, I have chills. I have
piping
chills.
hot. The kids in the streets, man. The kids are wildin'. The 17-year-olds. I mean, Olivia's only 17. They're young. This
Olivia's
is like
17, Sabrina's 21, and Joshua's 20. So that makes me feel better about us talking about it because I'm 23, although I feel older. I could hang out with Joshua and Sabrina, realistically. Yes. I could fit in with them. But it feels weird talking about them at the same time because you're like, these kids are fucking young, but the drama's hot and we're involved at this point. We are now in it. And once I realized that there was drama along with the song, I loved it even more. Because when I first heard the song, I obviously was like, this is very good. But then I was like, damn, she had the balls to write these lyrics and put them out there. And everybody's figuring it out. Sabrina's ex-boyfriend, that's got to be cold. That's cold.
And you know how you can trim the song on your Instagram stories? Like when you add it, like he trimmed it so it was specifically the lyric, like you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. Like it was specifically that spot.
At the same time, though, if I'm Sabrina Carpenter, I feel complimented. That fucked up because I feel like at the same time
she wrote a whole damn song about me.
Yeah, I always feel like it's a compliment when people write songs about other people. Like this is totally, different genre, but when Lil Yachty wrote the song and it had Addison Rae in it and everybody on TikTok like flipped out. They were like, oh my God, that's so fucking disrespectful, Lil Yachty. You better apologize. Like Bryce Hall got mad about it. In my head, I was like, if I'm Addison Rae, and Addison didn't say a word about it because I bet in Addison Rae's mind, she was like, fuck yeah. Like this guy just rapped about me. That's a compliment. So
yeah,
either way.
I totally get that. I feel like we are getting just an inside look of really what probably went down on the original High School Musical sets and like you know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't this kind of social media then. So we didn't have this drama, but with Zach and Vanessa dating and like, I'm sure there was so much good drama that because there wasn't this kind of social media, we didn't like get to see out there in the world. Yes, when they would release singles, people would be like, ooh, maybe that's about Zach or things like that. But there was never any like, oh, she liked that post. She posted the shade in her Instagram story. So it definitely reaches a whole new level of drama. And look, I said to Rhea when we had talked about this weekend, I was like, as long as this drama doesn't affect the on-screen chemistry, because I'm still rooting for them as a couple on the show. And I don't need their real life drama to get in the way of the show, because the show is what's important here.
I agree with you. These kids better get it fucking together. If they let their relationships fuck up the show like this, they're going to need a good talking to. They're going to have to get a good lesson in reality. Hey, kids, yeah, maybe date your coworkers, but just know that it might not end up well. And you might have to kiss them still when you're broken up. And they should have learned that from the first era of High School Musical.
Yeah, exactly. It's just full circle. Everything's coming back around. And I would like to say that on top of Olivia also, putting out a song that is doing so well, Joe Jonas shared the song on his story this weekend. Taylor Swift, commented on her Instagram because she had said she posted a screenshot of her song right next to Taylor's on the charts. And Taylor Swift commented, "I say that's my baby and I'm really proud." And obviously Olivia freaked the fuck out. So she worships Taylor Swift, rightfully so. And that's a very cute little duo we got going between the two of them. And Olivia deserves all the praise because the song's great.
I'd imagine Olivia is terrified to post the screenshot of her song at number 1 above Taylor Swift. Because she posted when it was below Taylor Swift and above Justin Bieber, but now she's above all of them. And she's probably like, all right, I can't post this on my main because now I'm just straight up beating Taylor Swift. But either way, she deserves it. The song is a smash hit. And I swear to God, if Noah doesn't end this segment with "Say Okay" by Vanessa Hudgens, I'm going to be pissed.
And important to note, Josh does have a new song coming out soon. It's called Lie, Lie, Lie. I don't know if we should be digging too far into that. I did see some people tweeting that he wrote and recorded that song a while ago, but man, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. They're really these two are songwriters and they're really pouring their real life into their songs, it seems like. So we'll have to stay tuned. We got to pay closer attention.